Life is full of things that we don't understand. Disappointments, a friend betrays us, we didn't get the promotion. We see these things as being negative, thinking that was bad. Didn't work out, my prayers didn't get answered. It's easy to get discouraged and lose our passion. But God won't allow a difficulty unless He's going to somehow use it for our good. That means everything that happens in life, we may not understand it, but if you'll keep the right attitude, it will push you further into your destiny. The closed doors, the delays, the person that did you wrong, that loan that didn't go through, God says it's all good. I'm in control. It may not feel good, but if you'll trust me, I'm going to use it for your good. When you understand this principle, life gets much more freeing. You don't get upset when a coworker plays politics and leaves you out. You know it's all good. God allowed it. You tried and the business didn't make it. You don't give up on your dreams. You know it's all good. It's a part of the process. After Jesus shared the Last Supper with His disciples, He asked them to go with Him to the Garden of Gethsemane on the Mount of Olives. It was a place Jesus knew well. He had spent many nights there in prayer. But this night was different. This night He would be faced with a very difficult decision. He told His disciples, "My soul is very sorrowful, even unto death. Remain here and watch with me." Then in a little while, He went further and prayed, "Father, if it's possible, let this cup be taken from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but let your will be done." Faith is trusting God when you don't understand. If you try to figure everything out, you'll get frustrated. God's ways are not our ways. He can see the big picture for our lives. He'll close doors that we prayed would open because He knows it's going to be a waste of time. He'll have us walk through doors that don't make sense because He can see what's on the other side. And when you're mature, instead of getting bitter when things don't work out, you'll say, "God, I trust you. I may not like it, but I know you know what's best for me." This is what Paul said in Romans, "All things work together for good for those that love the Lord." Not some things, but all things. Now, they may not be good at the time. It's painful to go through a loss. It hurts when people do us wrong. It's discouraging when a dream doesn't work out. By itself, that may not be good, but God promises He's going to bring it all together. One day you'll look back and say, "That was good." Jesus knew this when He prayed, "Not my will, but yours be done." He already knew He would be betrayed by His close friend Judas and forsaken by the others. He knew He would be rejected and despised by the very people He loved. He knew He would be mistreated and lose His life. He could have said, "No thanks, it's not worth it." But Jesus knew that good would come out of that darkness. "Well, Joel, I'm discouraged because I lost a loved one. I'm bitter because this business partner cheated me. What good is there in any of that?" The problem is you're isolating that one incident. God hasn't brought it all together yet. If that bad break was going to keep you from your destiny, God wouldn't have allowed it. When you have this attitude that it's all good, you don't go around with a chip on your shoulder. You keep a smile on your face, a spring in your step. You know it's just a matter of time before God brings it all together. In the natural, it didn't look like there was any good in God asking Jesus to go to the cross. His disciples questioned the idea of Jesus laying down His life. What good could there be in letting the Son of God die? The one who healed the sick, fed the hungry, restored the broken? Jesus having to lay down His life didn't make sense, but God had a plan. He saw what the disciples couldn't see. He saw life on the other side of death. He saw freedom on the other side of the crucifixion. And we call the day after Jesus was arrested in the garden Good Friday. We know it's good now, but 2,000 years ago, when Jesus was sentenced to be crucified, it didn't look like a Good Friday. The disciples thought it was the worst day of their life. Their dreams were shattered. Doubts filled their mind. Maybe he wasn't who he said he was. Maybe he tricked us and we've wasted all this time. You can imagine Mary, the mother of Christ, weeping, heartbroken as she sees her son about to go through all that pain. If someone would have suggested, Mary, this is a Good Friday, she would have thought they had lost their mind. What do you mean this is good? Look at what's happening. We all face times when life doesn't make sense. A dream dies, a relationship ends, we come down with an illness. Nothing about the situation seems good. Good would be the last word we'd use to describe this Friday. A more accurate description would be tragic Friday, betrayed Friday, lonely Friday. When you're in the heat of the battle, it's easy to get discouraged. The disciples could have thought, God, why did you let Judas betray him? Why did you let the soldiers arrest him? Why did you abandon him in his greatest time of need? But a few days later, they would realize he was who he said he was, and he did what he said he was going to do. It was all a part of God's plan to defeat the enemy and bring salvation to mankind. They didn't know it at the time, but they would look back on that Friday and say, it wasn't what we thought. It wasn't depressing Friday. It wasn't tragic Friday. It was Good Friday. What they thought was the worst day of their lives, they would look back and call good. If Judas had not betrayed Jesus, we wouldn't have salvation. God used the betrayal to push Jesus into his destiny. What you're facing may not be good right now. It may not make sense on its own, but God knows how to bring it all together. What you think is going to stop you, cause you heartache, one day you're going to look back and say it was good. God is still on the throne. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. Him being for you is more than the world being against you. That setback is setting you up for God to show out in your life. He's about to do something unusual, uncommon, out of the ordinary. You're going to know it was the hand of God. Now stay encouraged. Good Friday is coming. Healthy Friday, blessed Friday, victorious Friday in Jesus' name.